All right, Shalom. I'd like to start out saying Ka Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Harikah Kodash Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles, the great millstone of my elder Herwan as well. Salutations to the occupant of pushing the truth to sincerity and truth, and peace and blessings to the men and women and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, I'm Khanak, so I'm by Yashal from the Lions in the Yashal camp. And this is just another, just a spiritual hydration about my experience I just had in Walmart, right? Lord willing, lesson edifying service perfect for the hopeful elect, the ones that truly believe in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, so check this out. Going to Walmart, typical thing. Get strong looks from Jake and stuff like that. But as I'm going to check out, this Edomite, I don't know what he was, just decided he was just going to go around me real fast and jump in front of me at the self-checkout. So I had to check his ass real quick, And I didn't crash out or anything, but I just started like, hey bro, I was here first. Right? Well then it's just, the mentality of them, okay. So as I look over to my right as I'm checking out, I see these you know how Walmart has the banks inside of them, Woodforest banks or whatever. I see some of the bank workers who are Jake women egging some Edomite dude to go talk to this young lady, Jake, that's the cashier, right? So he goes over there, gets her phone number and everything, and they're egging him on. I'm sitting here watching the whole thing. So they turn and look at me, and they frown their faces. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, wow, I ain't did nothing. I'm just looking around seeing what was going on. But it just shows the mentality of our people, because our people, they love this place, and they love everything that comes with it. And because we're separate from this place, they despise us, and they love oppression. That's the thing about it. They want to try so hard to be like Esau, and that's what's going to lead them ultimately to their judgment. You know what I'm saying? 2/3 of our people being caught up in the wrath that's to come from Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. This is Micah 2:8. It says, even as of late, my people have risen up as an enemy. You pull out the robe with the garment from them that pass by securely as men averse from war. That used to go on for real. Like when the men used to come back from war, like they would be all tired. They would they would do that physically, right? But the point I'm talking about is like, even after late, my people have risen up as the enemy, right? So now, yeah, because our people, 2/3 of our people become an enemy to the Lord, right? Because they're choosing an oppression. They want to go according to the ways of their father, the devil. The lust of their father, they're going to do. The lust of their father, they're going to do 100%. So that's why we got to be careful what we do, right? Because I got friends that are in the world and everything like that, but I only let them so close to me because understanding that I always have to remain circumspect and remain circumspect and let me get it, because anybody that's not in this truth with you, their only job is to distract you and try to pull you out. They can be as nice as they can be, but it's not. They don't even understand that's their purpose, though. At some point in time, there's going to be a separation to where we're going to be totally separated from these individuals, and they're going to see, right? And so they're going to continue in those ways. That's why they're going to look at us and despise us and things like that. Or they're going to look at us and smile and act like they like us until they can find a way to, to try to infiltrate or whatever. This is 1 Peter 5:8. It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. So right. So so now if they're of their father, the devil, they're going to be walking around doing the same thing. They're going to despise us. Some of them are going to use subtlety, like acting like they cool with us, and then eventually, but it's not them. Essentially, it's the spirit within them that's contrary to the spirit that's within us. So yeah, I get it, but I'm still human. Got a little upset. It's not like I said anything about it, but I was just like, came out, wrote down some scriptures, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna just do a lesson about it. Just a quick one, So it's like, our people love oppression so much, and they have Stockholm syndrome, man. And it's not mild either. 2/3 of our people are stuck. Their minds are stuck in this place. Let's go. Let's get that. Micah 2:10. This is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted." So they become polluted right along with it. Everybody that's a part of this place that's not in the truth, they're going to become polluted. And the more and more they invest their time in this place, the more polluted that they're going to become. That's why we simplify our lives and desire and need less of this place, so we don't become polluted also. That's why we have to keep our mind focused on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and keep ourselves around those like-minded individuals that are in the same thing. Like the scripture says, all things are going to cleave unto its kind. So, so either they're going to turn into what you are in the spirit, or you're going to turn into them. If it wasn't meant for them, they could possibly turn, like the scripture said, that if it were possible, it may even fool the very elect. So that's why it's a time period that this devil can't go past, because if not, then it wouldn't be nobody left to save, because eventually we will all fall victim. It would just be a matter of time. But luckily, there's a time period that the Lord won't allow him to surpass, and we have the spirit within us to hold on for that amount of time that was set by Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. All right, Micah 2:10 again, it says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction." Right? You see what I'm saying? So we depart from this place, but that's not like, that don't mean pack your bags up and leave. That means, like, get your mind out of this place. Your mind shouldn't be nowhere in this place. All right. It's Jeremiah 51:6. Is flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her anger, in her iniquity, slack, for it is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Right. So we're spiritually supposed to free our mind from this place, and then the Lord's going to physically pull us out of here. All right. The Lord's going to physically pull us out of this place. All right. All right. All right. Let me get but 2/3 of our people, they just ain't gonna get it. This is Isaiah chapter 30 and 12. It says, let's start at verse 1. All right. I think the point is in 14, but we're going to start at verse 1. All right. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add a sin unto sin." And that's exactly what's happening. So how upset am I? Let me get this going. Right. How upset am I? Right? Yeah, I'm upset because, that shit gets a little old, but that's why we have to keep our mind on Yahweh Shemel Shai, understanding exactly what's really going on. It says, "That walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked of my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt." And that's going to be their covering. And that covering is going to lead them to their destruction, man. All right, it says, "So therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be their shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt their confusion." Right? They're trusting in this place, but the Lord's elect, they're going to have their minds out of this place. They're not going to trust in this place. They're going to trust in Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. All right. It says, "For his princes were at Zion, and his ambassadors came to Hanes. They were all ashamed of a people that could not profit them, nor be help, nor profit, but a shame and also a reproach." Right. It said, "The burden of the beasts of the south." Wait a minute. So now let me get this on. All right, skip down to verse 9. Isaiah 30:9. It says, This is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord." Right. "What saith to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceit. That's why, man. That's why, let's lock it real quick. That's why, you know, that's the main reason why they don't want to hear. They don't want to hear anything from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So what do? They seek their own counsel into this place, and normally they create what their own version of God would be, so they don't have to turn back from their wicked ways. They could continue in their folly, and they despise you for trying to go towards righteousness. You see that? All right, it says, so that's why they say prophesy not unto us right things, prophesy smooth things. They want to hear the smooth lies than rather to hear the harsh truth. It says, 11, it says, get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path. Right, so they want us to go according to the same path they doing. And because we're not, they despise us. It says, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. All right, you know, and so because they trust in the system, man. It says, wherefore thus saith the Lord, Holy One of Israel, because you despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon. They stay there. That's what they lean upon, is this place, man. They totally lean upon this place, and so they despise Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and anything associated with it, because they're contrary to it. They don't have an understanding of it. All right. It says, therefore, verse 13, it says, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out of the high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly in the instant, and they're not going to even see it coming. And we're going to witness some of our friends and family like perish, you know, like because they, you know, despise the word of Yahweh by Shemel Shai. It is what it is. That was just their lot, just their calling. But just like the Lord told Ezra, don't be worried about what happened to the wicked. Just make sure your name is found written in the book. Just be happy that you're one of the chosen to seek salvation. All right. It says, and he shall break it as a breaking of a potter's vessel that is broken in pieces. He shall not spare. Right. So all 2/3 are going to be destroyed. He's not going to spare them. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how we feel about them. If they're part of the 2/3 and their lot is to be destroyed, but you know, he's having mercy by allowing them to be born in the kingdom. Right. It says, he shall not spare, so that there shall not be found in the bursting of it a shard to take fire from the hearth, or to take water withal out of the pit. So they ain't gonna be able, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna break them so they won't be able to do nothing. Period. There'll be no use for them at all, because once it's done, it's done, and the Lord has no more use for the wicked. But like I just said, you know, but be thankful. They could be thankful that the Lord's gonna allow them to be born in the kingdom, whether it be the last hour or you know what I'm saying, towards the beginning, depending on, I guess maybe depending on the severity of their wickedness, according to 2/3 of our people. But see, we live through the faith of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. All right, you know, we're not trusting in oppression. We're understanding and feeling that we're under oppression, and we know the difference. You know, that's the key thing, understanding and knowing the difference, man. The Lord has opened up our eyes so we'll know the difference, and we'll know who he is, and we'll know what's separate from him, and we become a part of him, not a part of this system that's set up to destroy us, man. That's why the Lord said, this is not our rest. All right, this is not a rest. The Lord gave us a rest where he calls in the rear the rest, but 2/3 of our people wouldn't take that. So that's why they despise it. Sometimes sometimes they show it, sometimes they don't, but eventually they're going to, no matter who they are, you know. And but we understand that, you know, that's their lot, and it is what it is. But it was just crazy because I didn't even say nothing. I was just looking and seeing what was happening, and they just frowned up like, you know. But that's Jake for you. Yeah, that's Jake for you. But you know, I just want to touch on that a little bit about my experience in Walmart. You know, that's what I do now. Like, if I get upset about something, and instead of getting mad, I'm gonna do a lesson about it. forget it. You know, I'm gonna keep my cool and all that kind of stuff. But Lord willing, this lesson to edify and serve the purpose. With that, I'd like to say, Ka Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Harakah Kodash Ma'amath. Double honors to the elder apostles, the great millstone, and my elder Heroin as well. Salutations to the Akim that are pushing the truth, sincerity, and truth. And peace and blessing to the men and women and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.